Today, I would like to offer a transmission about the way masters gain power. Now, oftentimes we think that the power is gained by practices, incantations, and different kinds of actions of spiritual nature, or at least the actions on which we project our spiritual nature essence. Oftentimes, especially in this yuga, in this age, people project their mind rather than their consciousness. Very few are capable of projecting their consciousness and benefiting from these type of projections. In order to gain mastery, and the power that I'm going to talk about is not the power that is externally visible or magical powers, or at least what we interpret as magic. The real power is the power of being aligned with the constant, with the essence. And the more you cultivate that power, it means the more you are able to be untouched or remain untouched and invincible to different fluctuations of the transitory nature of this world. So when you embrace power within, that power that at first you perceive in glimpses after awakening, it also brings you an insight about that which is of transitory nature, limitations, distortions, illusions within yourself. So the only way we gain power, spiritual power, is by diving into that which we avert from, that which we fear, that which we fail to acknowledge or too afraid to acknowledge within ourselves. And the more we resist it, the more it persists, the more it overshadows us. And at first you feel that it's like a plague. It's like you're under certain influence. You start projecting it onto other people. You think other people hate you, other people don't wish you well, do something against you in a direct or occult ways. And yet, whatever or whichever way it appears in the projected reality, it has only one purpose: to make you stronger, to empower you, to really help you tap to that eternal power rather than limited one. And Siddha masters, Siddha yogis, beings who have truly walked this path and know directly, have realized that. You may find yourself a quiet ashram, you may hide in a cave, but you cannot hide away from your true self. And the true self that you know at the moment of awakening and during the process of refinement is not just that of bliss, it's also that of pain. And pain means that which have been, or that has been, draining you and draining your bloodlines, the collective cluster of consciousness you've been connected to. It's been distorted your perception of reality. It has been occluding or disturbing the way you see things and people. And now, as you've embarked on this path of disillusionment, you are ready to be there, to embrace the being, not the inertia, not excessive action or spiritual action, but the being that strengthens itself through the observation power. The observational power is that power which allows you to see, to notice what that is, of a shadowy nature, what that is of negative energy. And when you observe it, you start bringing the light of awareness, and that light of awareness starts dissolving that. through the dissolution, that was a shadow, held certain energy, and that energy contributes to that which you call power. Every time you dissolve a shadow, it contributes to your power. That is the gift of the process of transmuting shadows or working with distortions, different kinds of negative energy in general. Whenever you feel a surge of negative energy, depressive states, shadowy states in general, disregard the story to which your mind tries to link it up with, and go to the depth, to the feeling. The feeling is that which you're to observe. The more you observe it in a detached manner, with that higher awareness, the more you melt it down. And when it dissolves, it leaves a gift. That energy adds up to your cumulative energy bank that you can now preserve through the process of self-cultivation, remaining in that state of absorption. Then again, whatever takes you out of that state of absorption indicates that energy that wants or tends to go outwards. Now you acknowledge it again. Whatever does not allow you to remain in the state of meditative absorption, whatever prevents you from meditation, that is your future power, if you were to handle it properly, if you were to observe it with that higher consciousness, awakened consciousness. Of course, you need to be awakened first. With that higher awareness, you observe that which has the tendency of projection, or in other words, going outwards. You observe it without giving it power, without fueling it with a story, and eventually it dissipates. You accept its presence within your space for the time being. And with time, it dissolves. Very soon it dissolves. And it unleashes tremendous energy potential, depending, of course, on the level of distortion or the darkness of that shadow. So, masters are deeply grounded in the earth. It means that they do not divert from negative energy. They transmute it and thus ascend in power. Yet there is only one power, the power of remaining in the blissful being, the power of maintaining one's original state, the immortal essence, without letting any transfer phenomena or fluctuations of the projected reality or the age or cycles or different energies that rule this natural world or man-made reality to affect one's space of consciousness, one's existence. And if you realize this, you'll start dwelling more and more in the state of acceptance. And that state of acceptance will help you to dissolve, transmute all types of negativity, whether it is ancestral, collective, acquired in this current life, or self-imposed from within, from your previous experiences. And again, the story does matter. As long as it is there, observe it, take accountability, and refine it from the source, from within. And this is the true spiritual practice, the true sadhana, and the true path of real alchemists who transmute, who absorb and transmute, rather than pointing at the projection, fighting with the projection, or reflecting anything to the projection. This transmission here aims at supporting and empowering those true few spiritual beings on this planet Earth who are willing to realize the original spirituality, at the core of which there is balance, the balance of energies. Energy itself is always balanced, regardless of how you look at it, what you project on it individually or even collectively. And it's something you may contemplate and share your thoughts in the comments. If you benefit from these videos, from these teachings, from these transmissions, your contribution with comments by joining YouTube membership for specific private transmissions, and also by hyping these videos, helps us tremendously to reach people who truly need this guidance, encouragement, and knowledge. Thank you very much.